Hello everyone, I'm Yash Patel and welcome back to one more exciting video. Well, we already have seen basics and string concatenation, but in today's video, we are going to discuss F-string, which is one of the most incredible and modern way, and also it is newly introduced in Python. And also we will see indexing. Well, F-string I would say is the replacement of string concatenation. Let me take you to the computer screen and show you the difference. So here, if you would have just seen my last video, I have explained you this string concatenation, and you can imagine like how hard work you have to do just to print full name using string concatenation method. Well, Fstring has made this easy. So if I just take this example, okay, I'll copy that code and paste it over here. Now I will remove this and I'll simply write the code which will say my name is curly brackets first name space curly brackets last name. Here you can see how clean this code looks. Alright, and well, to create F string you can simply write F at the starting of single and double quotation and then write whatever string you want to. And when you want to add the variable, let's say I want to add my first name, which is John. Alright, then I'll do curly brackets and add that variable. So the value will automatically filled up over here. Same thing with last name. And when I just go ahead and run the code, you will see this output, John Doe. Right? That's not it. F string are incredible because you can do simple math calculations. Then you can also use string methods in F string. Let me show you one example of it. So here I'll comment this code and I will say price equals to 19.99 and I'll say quantity equals to 3. And if I say total equals to F double quotations total colon curly brackets price into quantity and just print this total, you will see the math calculation has been performed. Well, you can do what kind of calculation you would like over here. That's totally fine. Now let me show you example of string method. So I'll just uncomment this first name, alright, and I will say print F double quotations and I will be using same thing, and I'll also uncomment this one too, and I'll say dot upper parenthesis and I'll do the same thing over here, upper parenthesis. And when I run this code, you will see my name is John Doe. Here you can see only the first character of a string is capitalized in both the variables, first and last name, right? And here all the characters are capitalized. You can see using this upper method. Alright, so this was the format string. Now let me take you to this string indexing. Well, characters in Python has positions and indexing means accessing a character from a string. Okay, so first let me explain you string positions. Well, you can relate position with the word indexing because we have two kind of indexing in Python. First is positive and second is negative. Positive indexing starts from the starting of a string and negative indexing starts from the very end of a string. Positive indexing starts from 0 and negative indexing starts from -1. I'll show you the example. Let's say string colon Python, alright, and I'll say index positive, comment this line, and I'll say 0 space 1 space 2 space 3 space 4 space 5. Okay, and I will say character, and I'll write the character under these numbers I have written over here. Okay, let's say p space y p h o n. So by this example, positive indexing, which starts from 0. So when you want to access the character P, you write 0. If you want to access the character H, you write 3. Okay, and let me talk about this negative indexing. I'll just copy this word. Negative indexing starts from -1. Okay, so you can directly say -1. You can say -2. -3, -4, -5, and last but not the least, -6. Okay, if I will place it something like this, so I think you should be able to understand everything properly. Okay, yeah, all right. So negative indexing starts from backside of a string. So when you want to access, let's say character H, you need to write -3 over here. Okay, if you want to access P, then you need to write -6. Okay, not -0. -0 doesn't exist in the number system. Alright, so this is what positive and negative indexing is. Now, let me give you an example. Let's say word equals to Python. Okay, and this will be positive indexing. Print word. Now, if you want to access character, you write square brackets. And let's say I want to access character n, then I will say 5 over here, and I'll give you one more example, which will be negative indexing. Okay, I'll simply take this example and I'll just add minus over here. Alright, if I just go ahead and run this code, you will see y and n. Let us check in this example. Index number 5. Alright, over here on index number 5 we have n. Alright, and over here -5, which comes up to y. That's why we have output over here y. So I hope you understood this string indexing and also string formatting. And yeah, one more thing to mention, this indexing theory is going to remain same for all other concepts where I will show you indexing of list and other stuff. Okay, so practice this because this is very important concept, and also this indexing concept will be used in string slicing concept, which we are going to see in the next video. So just practice this for like 30 minutes. You should be mastering this indexing in 30 minutes and you would be fine for the next video. So yeah, this is it for today's video guys. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. And also, please comment down your thoughts of this video or my old videos if you have watched it. Okay, I would like to have some feedback from you guys since I'm starting YouTube after almost 2 years. So I'll see you there. Thank you so much for watching.